Today we are presenting PatientShare. I'd like to begin by telling you a little bit about our patient Betsy, who's a 75-year-old woman with multiple chronic issues. She's about to visit a new primary care provider for the first time and would like to share her medical history in advance of her appointments. Betsy has a patient app where she's downloaded her medical records from multiple sources. This data source could also be a CMS-aligned network. Betsy's going to log into a trusted identity provider. She's going to use ID Me, where she's already known to ID Me. She'll enter her normal credentials. She's also choosing the multi-factor authentication via text messages to her cell phone. She will receive that 6-digit code and then input it, and afterwards control is returned back to the PatientShare application. Betsy has access to her own data in this app, but also has the ability to create consent to share data with other providers, caregivers, family members, or really whoever she chooses. Betsy has already created a consent to share her data with Dr. Mark, and she may either share all of her data or some subset of it. Notice in this case, Betsy is not sharing her allergies. This will be relevant during Dr. Mark's portion of the demonstration. Betsy can also change the term of her consent at any point in time, and she can revoke her consent at any point in time. When Betsy creates a consent, the recipient receives a link to access her data. The patient may generate a QR code anytime to share data in person for immediate access. This QR code can be shared. This flow lets the patient simply share their data in person or before an appointment with any user she chooses, addressing gaps in interoperability. Betsy has clear view into who accessed her data, what was accessed and when, as you can see some of that access history here. And with that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Mark, who will access Betsy's clinical data.
I open the PatientShare application, and I log in through a trusted identity provider ID Me, which provides both a high level of authentication and is easy to use since I rely on ID Me for many other login tasks. Control returns to the PatientShare application. If I attempt to view content that's not shared, I am notified. I'm also able to print content to a formatted PDF document. This approach provides an effortless solution for the provider to access clinical content. If the provider's EMR supports EMR launch, then this content can be pulled right into the workflow. PatientShare currently supports FireWrite. When EMRs are ready, PatientShare can write Fire content back to the EMR.
It was easy for Betsy to share her clinical data with users of her choice, control what is shared, and have insight as to who is accessing her data. It was also easy for the provider to access her data from across her care continuum to have a complete medical history to inform care. By supporting secure, seamless data exchange, we reduce burden, improve patient outcomes, and build trust.